and I'm Nate Sports on Sports, and I'm here, representing my guy Jay. He out here. He had his first fight, um, his first boxing match, his first debut, and it was beautiful, man. Um, Jay the Juice, he is in the building right now. That's his name. That's his boxing name, and it is what it is. And he fought this past Saturday um, at the Mebane Arts Center in Mebane, North Carolina. Man, it was a big event, as you can see, is in the background right now. It was a big fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed every minute of it. Everybody was there. It was a packed house and I loved it. The thing is, his man, the man he was supposed to fight, didn't make the fight. I don't know what happened. Um, he fought this man, Sebastian L. You know what I'm saying? He was a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? He was top tier. He was one of the top tier fighters in the league. Um, I will definitely interview him as well. You know what I'm saying? He was a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I enjoyed the whole fight. I enjoyed what he did, what he brought to the table. And I'm gonna introduce y'all to no other than the Juice.
All right, as he said, I'm Jada Juice Jeffers. Not to be confused with the other half of Nate and Jay with Black Shirt Boxing Media Group. As we told y'all, we not only watch boxing, we don't play boxing. This is what we do. Now, my phone has been blowing up as right now. I'm getting calls from all types of people. Actually, y'all can see, I'm getting a call right now that I can't take because, you know, this event has been such a change in my social media impact and imprint. And as me and Nate talked about on our post, um, content is the future. Now, let's get one thing straight. I am 1-0 in the Rumble in the Rock League. And until somebody change that, I'm the man without the bells. But as you can see, I got my own.
Mm, I
I
like
don't,
that.
yeah, I don't need a belt. I am the title. You know what I'm saying? And when you can put butts in seats, you
Ain't nothing you
call the
can do.
shots.
And
You
look,
call the shots.
and you said it. You put everybody. You had a packed house because I was in there and I seen that you was the main event. You did what you had to do to win that fight. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even get to that, but you won that fight and you had a packed house. The main event, you know what I'm saying? It won't that pack, you know what I'm saying? I'm not disrespecting the main event, but you had a lot of butts in the seat in that house tonight. You know what I'm saying? That night. So they came to see you. So I enjoyed that. And you know what I'm saying? I got there and I was like, oh man, the place was packed because of you. How do you feel about that? Like, what you thinking? What you thinking about that, man? You can pack seats like that.
I mean, first I want to give it up to all the fighters and the promoter of the event, Hollywood James. You know, him and his team worked hard on setting everything up. Myself, my wife, and people like yourself, my family, you know, all help with making this a special night for me. I knew I had support, but I didn't know how much. And one thing that that I learned is more than likely anything, all in my preparation as I was getting ready for the fight, I knew that just as many people wanted to see me fall as to see me stand tall. So that gave me more motivation to go in and win. And even getting there in the first time fighting in front of people, not knowing if I had prepared enough, if I had prepared adequately, all of those things ran through my mind. But the one thing that I knew was I got that dog in me.
Mm,
And if you can't hurt me or knock me out, it's only a matter of time before I get mine.
right. So
Point blank.
so not to disrespect my boy McAllister. Was
Hmm.
Oscar McAllister?
Oscar? Yeah,
Yeah.
Oscar McAllister
He was he
versus Pac-Man.
he did a good job that night, you know. He was good, you
Hmm.
know. He showed his thing. He's undefeated still as well, you know. And I, you know what I'm saying, I mad respect, mad shout out goes to him as well, you know. And but at the same time, you did what you had to do, and you had the seats, and it was flooded in there. And I think it was because of you that the house was packed that night. What you
Yeah,
think?
I had a lot of fans there. I mean, if I had to choose a ratio, I own definitely a third of the room. Um, you know, 33% of fans in there was in attendance for me. And I'm thankful for that. And
Yeah,
I want to continue to grow in that aspect. And I look forward to building my Rumble in the Rock career and my record
right,
with Rumble in the Rock. I mean, I would be open to fighting in other promotions as well, but since I got my start in Rumble in the Rock, I would like to get as many fights as I can within the system, unless something comes up that's, you know, a good opportunity for me. But I'm gonna take a few weeks off. This is now June 25th, 3 days removed from the contest, and I'm still a little banged up, sore, all the normal things you could do. I'm back to work. I'm back to being a father, a husband, all of those things. So, I'm gonna take some time to do my family thing, eat a little bit, and then it's right back in the camp, baby. And we coming for that 2-0.
so let's rewind this thing back. How you get started in the boxing right here? Well, what made you started doing this?
Um, well, since I was a little boy, just like y'all know, follow me on IG, TikTok, Facebook at One Man Show Barbershop. That's ONEMANSHOW Barbershop. One Man Show Barbershop. I started as a young man as a barber. I would like to say that my love for the sweet science started then as well. Because just as much as I was trying to cut your hair, I was trying to catch a fade.
I like
So, you know,
that.
at the end of the day, I wasn't known for like fighting and stuff like that, but anybody that really knew me knew that I had a passion for throwing my hands and just engaging in that way. I'm no malice or nothing like that. I'm a sportsman. I'm a gentleman. I'm a class act, but I beat your ass if I must.
I like that.
And that's just what it is.
So during that fight, were you hurt in any type of way in any type of time of that fight? Were you
No,
hurt?
I wasn't hurt. I wasn't hurt any. I feel like, being at my first time and definitely things I can work on, foot placement, lateral movement, head movement, all of those things I could definitely work on, but I was never hurt in the fight. Never.
Okay. Well, what about nutrition? Were you 100% during the fight, or any? How were you
Well, what
feeling
I
during the
didn't
fight?
know, well, I didn't have as much strength as I normally would have because I didn't eat that morning. I went out to breakfast with my mother, wife, and daughter because my son had a speech that morning. So we ate breakfast, and I only ate 2 cakes of sausage just to not have, and some coffee because I was trying to make weight. I wasn't sure how that was going to go, being my first time. So I weighed in the middle range of the weight class. So in a tough man format is a 20-pound range.
Hmm.
So anybody from 165 to 185 could be placed in the ring together. So I weighed in at about 178. So I was middle range for the weight class.
Okay.
So I didn't feel weak. I just didn't feel, I didn't have anything to eat.
Okay.
Basically, since that morning, I had a banana. Another fighter gave me a banana in the line getting our stuff done before the fight.
Okay.
Our pre-fight, thing, obligations. Yeah.
Okay. Um, After the fight, Sebastian L stated that he could have went 6 more rounds with you.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Hold on. One second. Let me get my charger. Hold on.
I
Hold that
go ahead.
thought.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
But what I feel about that question, um, what I would have to say is
I can't hear you.
it's really. Oh,
Now you go ahead. Come on in.
all right.
Okay. Okay. I see you
How's
coming.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what was the question again?
Um, I said after the fight, they talked to Sebastian L, and he said that he stated that he can go 6 more rounds.
I mean, that may be the case, but we only fought 3 rounds,
Right.
and I won every last one of them. So I'm the winner. I mean, there's no secret that Sebastian and I are stable mates.
Right.
So we'll have plenty of time to talk about that.
Right. And will you take a rematch from Sebastian L?
I mean, not at this point because there is things. I mean, I beat him already, you know, and nobody wants to see the same fight twice, especially when there was a clear victor.
Um,
You go watch the fight back. I mean, I clearly won the first round. The second and third round is too close. So, I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. If we're looking at points, I hit him more. I control the pace. I fought off the back foot. I fought going forward. I
okay.
won.
Um, After the fight, what did Sebastian L say to you? I think he mentioned something. He said something to you in your ear. You said something to him. I don't know what was
No,
said. Let me know
well,
what was said.
it was very respectful because, for those of you who might not know, this was both of our first fight. And Sebastian came to support me, being a stablemate. And when my original opponent, Speedy Gonzalez, didn't show up, Sebastian was presented to me as an alternative.
Right.
And with the crowd that I did have come pack the house, what is a man supposed to do? Okay.
Can't do that.
So I prepared for a much shorter fighter, and I had to switch it up and fight a taller, longer fighter. That's a southpaw,
A younger fighter.
half my age.
Right. Um, what was the part of your game plan coming in? Because I knew that, you know what I'm saying, it was your first fight, and I knew that you had to have a game plan coming in too. Um, you didn't have Speedy. Speedy had canceled out at when you got there at 3:30. Um, coming in knowing that you had to switch that style and go into another style with Sebastian L, which was a better fighter. What was the game plan coming in then? How did you feel knowing that you had to switch everything up?
Well, it wasn't too much of a, it wasn't too difficult because Sebastian and I had just sparred on Wednesday to prepare me for Speedy. And it was good, hard sparring. And honestly, I came in with a slight injury from that sparring.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't anything that was debilitating, but if anybody that fights knows, or anybody that's beginning to fight, you get punched on, it's like getting a bruise somewhere where you can't see. And if you move your body a certain way, you feel it. So just fighting through little nagging injuries like that that I don't normally have to deal with, which was very um, fulfilling for me because of the experience of it all. That's a lot that people don't talk about. Yeah, I was in a fight, but it's much bigger than that. It was about the experience of the training, the preparation, the getting a glimpse into just, I would say, 10% of what a professional boxer would have to go through to prepare for a fight. And I might be overstating it with 10%, but just being a working father, educator, business owner, uh, teacher, the list goes on of the stuff that I do on a daily basis to find time to put aside to do something that I love. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. And it's just a message to everybody that I ain't nothing to take for granted. Um 90% of the men walking around in the world can't fuck with me right now at this level. They can go check out the footage. Like being that I've never fought before, my defense, my punch selection,
Mm.
my ability to fight forward and backwards, punch resistance, uh, grit, ring control, the the the, the talent that I have.
So let me ask you, before the fight, how did the weight cut and the weigh-in go, man? How did you do that? Because I know it's your first fight. How did that go for you? The weight cut and all that.
Well, Speedy and I had agreed to 175, which that wasn't set in stone that I had to make 175, but that was the weight that I wanted to be at. I was 3 pounds off of that weight because I'm a human being, you know. I was on track to do it, but it seemed like this fight took forever to get here. And I probably should have seen the writings on the wall that he wasn't going to show because leading up to it, doing all the promo work and everything, never heard anything from him. But as far as the diet, like I went on a 1,500 calorie deficit. Uh, I strength and condition trained 5 days a week for a month, for the month of May. And I told my wife this, if the fight had been on May 31st, I probably would have knocked whoever that they put in there with me out. Like, not making no excuses, but I mean, I have a life around this. So I was managing all of that and training and preparing for this fight. Like, I think I peaked too early. Like, I peaked at the beginning of June. Like, I was really ready to fight the first week of June. So, knowing that now, I can make the adjustment to start my training to where I get in the ring at that maximum point. Because at June 1st, I was a killer, like strong.
Hmm.
But sparring is what got me ready for the fight. So sparring those
Yeah.
3-minute rounds like professionals and fighting 4, 5, 6 rounds of sparring, like tired. I'm talking about dog tired, still fighting.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I was able to build that mental stamina to fight Sebastian for just a minute and fight him strong.
Okay. I think I know this. The answer to this question. Who do you want to fight next?
Well, ever since the fight, I've become a popular man. Um, but I want my original opponent next.
Right.
I want Chris Speedy Gonzalez. And I'm willing to give him time to
Mm-hmm.
train. I'll even sit out the next Rumble if
Mm-hmm.
he wanted to get training. I want to fight you, man. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be training too, but I won't fight nobody else until you get in there. But if, in the case that he does not fight, we have somebody out there, which I don't know who I want to fight. I mean, I gotta look at the list of names. I mean, right now I'm undefeated, so the world is mine.
Right.
I'm not looking for no titles right now. I'm just trying to, get my experience up. Not go too fast, just take it slow, because this is the process for me, because I'm not just fighting to be fighting. I'm fighting with purpose. I'm fighting to get better. I'm fighting to look better. I mean, at some point, I might be too good for these guys, and I'm okay with that because I'm looking to challenge myself. Um, yes, I'm looking to fight and become the best possible version of myself, no matter my age. I'm defying all of that because I've always been a fighter, and I am a fighter.
Okay. That's good. So, how did your training camp go, and how did your trainer prepare you to get ready for this fight?
Well, my training gave me discipline. Um, Working out every day, same time. Excuse me. Working out the same time every day, getting the right nutrients in, the adequate rest, all of the things that you do when you're in training. I mean, all of the things that I knew to do. Like, I mean, I'm new to all of this, but I knew that getting on a regimen was going to be the best thing for my preparation.
Okay. And I think that'll be it for the night. We've run out a little time, and it's nice talking to you, man. Hey, we're gonna get it together real soon and talk about our next fight and go from there, you know?
Okay. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time, man, to schedule this for us to get on here, even though we're not here in our normal capacity covering the professional fights. But out of all these content creators on here talking about boxing, I don't know of too many that's creating their own content and building a fan base around themselves. You know,
Right.
we might have to start changing our name to Fight and Film. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
you,
start calling you Film, and you start calling me Fight. I don't know.
you
You know what I'm
you
saying?
know what it
Or
is.
punch,
Hey,
or punch and click. You know what I'm saying?
you already know. Hey,
Something.
look. Hey,
Yes,
look. We
sir.
we still got a little time. We got eight going, 8 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I can still ask you a few more of them questions.
Let's go.
And
Let's
hey,
get it.
look, man, I enjoyed everything you did that night. I recorded the fight. It was a nice scene, man. I enjoyed it, man, with your family and everything. And I want to see you again. I know you said in September y'all might do something. Y'all ain't, picked the fight or whatever, or the venue or none of that yet, but
Nah.
hopefully I can see you soon in that and back in there again and get your face and hopefully get to see Speedy, you know what I'm saying?
Well, one thing about Speedy, I don't know him, but can't make a man fight. I'm gonna do everything I can to, you know, let him know that everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna be over before he know it. If he ever decides to get in there, yeah, man. I mean, because at the end of the day, um, like there's no excuse for it because he ruined a beautiful moment
Yeah,
for me.
yeah,
But also, I learned that, you know, with change comes adaptation. Can
mhm,
you adapt to the situation?
right,
And I proved to myself once again that I am the truth, not to
exactly,
be confused with Earl Spence. But I'm the truth, Brandon Jeffers. And now this fight is over. I know that I go by Jay the Juice, but now everybody can see why my original name was Bam. Because when
exactly.
I hit you, that's what it feel like.
And,
Bam.
and one thing, I heard after the fight, man, I heard y'all was at the pickleback, man. Tell me about that, man. How was what happened out there, man? It was a big thing out there going on. It was all over
Yeah.
social media. It was all over social media, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, everything, man. What you did that night at pickleback. Just let everybody know what happened there.
Hey man, we was actually out for my night was at the fight, and my homeboy Eric, his wife Sherelle, had her birthday there. So we all kind of teamed up and was like, we was going out after the fight, win, lose, or draw. I mean, but we know we was coming home with the dub. But we went out and celebrated her, man, and they gave me a shout out and everything, and it was all love, man. I mean, we was partying. I saw a couple of people from my job that was there, and everybody was celebrating me, man. I mean, it really felt good. I felt like somebody, and I know that with what I was able to accomplish in just one like small fight, what I could be capable of if I keep going.
Look, tell me what happened at that DJ booth. Stop playing with me, man.
Oh,
Tell me
oh,
what
oh,
happened at that DJ booth out there, man.
oh, yeah,
Come
man.
on, man.
Hey,
Give me the
hey, man.
clippings.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Dude shouted me out, man, on the mic. He said, "Congratulations to the Juice, 1-0." And yeah, it was one thing he said, "Pro boxer the Juice." I was like, man,
That's
said,
what I wanted to hear, man.
yeah, yeah.
That's
I was
what I
like,
wanted to hear.
yeah. I mean, it was too loud to correct him. It felt good, but I was like, for that moment, boy, I felt like I made it. Look.
Yeah. Hey, that's what it is, man. You did. You made it, man. You did something, you know what I'm saying? Like you said in the joint, you know what I'm saying? Nobody did what you did at the age, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And you want to continue to do it, and it is what it is. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying, see what it is later on down the road. And you got the belt. You want to
Well,
know.
I definitely want to get into. I know we got 4 minutes left, but I definitely want to get into the training aspect and the promotional side of events like this because, I mean, I know it's not an easy thing to do, but finding quality fighters of all age groups, it shouldn't
Yeah,
be a hard thing to do.
yeah,
But shout out to Rumbling and Rock for what they're doing. It's a beautiful event. Uh, They promote guns down, gloves up. I might be saying it backwards. Gloves up, guns down. That's their creed. That's what they stand on. That's what it started on. But now we're trying to move it forward into the future and have more skill contests for people in the local areas to enjoy their local fighters and cheer them on.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a level for everyone, and
yeah,
this is the level that I'm at right now. But I know that, even though I'm on the other side of the age that somebody would normally start boxing, I've taken very good care of my body, and my mind is strong as ever, and I'm a winner.
right, right. Well, man, I appreciate you, man, coming on this right here, man. It's the same, me and you together, so it don't even ain't no appreciation. So it's Nate Sports on Sports, you know what I'm saying, Jay, Black,
Black Shirt Boxing
Black
Media Group.
Media Group, and it is what it is, man. I appreciate it, and I look forward to it. Whatever you want to do later on down the road, that's fine. If not, that's fine. Um, and at the same time, like you said, we can always get the youngins to
Yeah,
come in and do
yeah,
this and do that, and we'll teach them and go from there. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
So we got kids from all over because I know kids in Durham. I used to work with all these kids in Durham too. So and all over. So
They the future.
yeah,
They the future.
yeah, in the future. Yeah. So
Hmm.
um we signing out, man. Anything, any
All
last
right.
words?
Nah, man, I'm about to fall asleep now, but I was up late last night doing schoolwork. I'm also a college boy. I'm trying to do it all, man.
Yeah,
So, you know what I mean? Shoot, salute to you, man.
hey,
Can't wait to see the footage once you drop it, man. It's Jay with Black Shirt Boxing Media Group.
and you already know, Nate Sports on Sports. It is what it is, and we out.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, bro.
Yeah.